Hi everyone, Mr. Simmer here. Welcome back to Railroute. I'm playing here in endless mode on the Netherlands map. Basically running this series as kind of just a playthrough as I just continue to do things. So for people who want some Railroute content, it gives you something to follow along with, and obviously always welcome any comments as people move through, and folks that are familiar with this game. Any input you want to provide, always happy to take it. So at this point, I am trying to get some red experience points, which requires that I have freights. I discovered last time that, hey, the color of the button shows me the type of contract it is. I've got a commuter here that's pretty good that I want to use eventually, but I'm really focusing on getting those freight points because I've got actually a couple upgrades that I'd like to target that are going to require 5 of those each, and that's getting the track speed up, and I honestly forget what the other one is, which is actually I think more important. So let's see, we just had another one pop up, so we don't want that. But yeah, oh yes, the routing queue. So this is potentially more important than the 120, so I may do the routing queue first because that lets me put things on the auto signal and kind of queue them up, and then I can have a more complex network and have the opportunity to not have problems. So let's see, we'll go there. So last time I went ahead and put some auto signals in, which is great. I mean, that will help to no end to move things along a little better. I'm trying to find enough clarity here on my network to... I need this to go away. Why is that not going away? There we go. So what I think I can do at this point is I think I can then accept this because it's going to come in. So I'm going to put him here because I have nothing coming in, and then I just need to get him over to Roosendaal and sit around, and hopefully I don't have anything that's going to be a problem. Ugh, that will be a problem. Oh boy. Well, but I can try to route the freight in such a way that maybe it won't be. So we'll see. Whoops. Oh boy. So this one has to get over... Oh, this is the freight. Never mind. I'm like, what's going on? He's going, It gets so easy for me to get confused in this game. I don't know why. It's like my brain does not work. So once again, now I need him to get here. So I need to get him clear so once he's done, he can go. Problem is, a freight only goes 60, but that should be okay because I think he's going to wait for a minute or so. Let's see. Yeah, a minute and 40 seconds. So that should get me a good way through because I just, so now I can go here. Oh, interesting, because you used to just be able, but because it's locking that up, I guess it won't let me. So now, maybe because I don't have the route queuing yet. Because normally I'd be able to click that. So that's the benefit of route queuing that you're seeing in real time. Because I have nothing clear, I have to wait. Now let me not get this messed up because I was really bad last episode. So there we go. So I can go here and then here. Alright, I don't, again, want a commuter or a commuter. I mean, there's probably some good ones coming up, but... See, so now the trick is he's going to come through here, but this one... So he has how long? He has to be there at 17 to 35. Let me pull this up. Whoops, what's, oh, that's just him. Alright, so I need, like if I do that, so right now he'd be 2135, like he'd be in good shape, but I almost need him. I need that Maastricht one, I think, to get by. Yeah, this is a challenge, because that one's not till 2107. Because, like, this will wait, I think. I just have to get back here by 2155. So that's the challenge on these. But if I run him in there, so my other option here, because he can go anywhere, is let me see if I can buy a platform. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to buy this platform and then connect it up. So now I need to, you know, go ahead and run this. So I'm going to run this out a bit here, and we'll do that. And that should be enough for now, because now what I can do is I can route this here. Whoops. So path occupied. So that's a thing I have that saves me from myself with manual. It's one of the upgrades you can do, that it basically warns you, hey, wait a minute, you've just screwed something up here. So let me do that. But now this will be fine, and it opens up some possibilities because, okay, I don't need that up anymore, cluttering up the interface, because now I've got a track I can just shove things on, and unless I start doing something weird with contracts. So once again, like here now, I have another freight that I'll be able to do eventually. So that is great, but let's work with one at a time, because unless I want to get a third platform, which isn't a terrible idea, you know, and maybe that's what we do. So let's see, if I go there, buy this platform, and then we just connect this up like that. Whoops, what do I have? Oh, I see, because it's occupied. So, alright, we'll clear this right now. But that will give me some capability, and then I could, in theory, take this next one, and that will allow me to move some things along. Alright, so he's going to now go back. So I can run him through here. So yeah, complexity is increasing, but the opportunities increase as well along with it, which is the important thing. So we're going to have a train coming in here pretty quickly, so we're going to let that go. So this goes here with the auto signal. We just do that super fast. So you know, I'd love to get more auto signals on the network. That's certainly going to be part of the focus as well. So now we'll go back into build here. We're going to do that. And I don't need these to be fast right now, so I'm not going to actually spend the money, because if I'm just throwing a bunch of freights in here, like I am, like right now, this is going to sit here for 35 minutes. You know, and so what I can do, I probably want to wait, because I think we're getting up to that block again where I have some openings in my network. So this is going to go down to Venlo 2. Yeah. So we'll take that there. But let's just turn him around so he's ready. Now the challenge is these go slower when they're reversed, because that's what they do, because you don't have a locomotive on the other end. The commuter can go either way and go relatively quickly. So there's always that challenge. That's why it's almost better to just, you know, I'm trying to be aggressive and get the freights through, but I could end up doing myself more damage is the problem. So let's see, we'll do that. We'll get things through. Alright, so this one now is coming up here. So he's going to 3. and then he's going to Roosendahl. So I should be okay, but basically once this one clears... What is he beeping about? I don't understand. Is it just because he doesn't... I mean, he's not ready to go yet, so... So once he gets through off of Venlo 1... Well, actually, I could bring this train in on Venlo 2, so maybe I'll do that. Because if I do this, and then... Because I don't care how long he sits on the other platform. So if I bring him in here, and he's going to continue over there, which is fine. So at this point, I just have to wait until the signals are clear. So we're going to get a little bit of a hold up there, but now he can go through to there. And I just need to get him there in 15 minutes, which shouldn't be a problem. Whoops. Shoot. See, and this is the challenge I've got. So now he's going to have to wait because, again, I don't have any signals that I can do anything with, but it should be all right. So again, no commuter. Yeah, I'd like, well, I suppose it doesn't matter what I hold at this point because I basically am going to have loaded up my freights to the top of what I can do, but I really can't clear this until now, so like now I can run him in here. Another contract. That one's not that good, so I might be a little more discerning at this point. So now he's going to come back. Ooh, this could be bad. Oh, this is going to be really bad. Oh, I'm going to lose the points on this one. Oh well. At this point I'm committed, so... Because, yeah, he's stuck waiting, and I don't think there's any hope he can make it in time at this point. Eek. Alright, so now I can clear him. And he's going back here, I believe, yes. But I think he's going to be late. I think he's going to be way late. So he's supposed to be there at 21. Oh, yeah. So this is, I'm going to get some penalties, which is not going to be nice. But now these are waiting a vastly different amount of time, so that's fine. Alright, so now there's a freight. But I see I need another platform. Oh goodness, that's way out there. It's tempting though, because that also brings me another point I can get trains in on. But I'm not sure I can buy the platform. Okay, because yeah, it's telling me increase max station limit. So this is where I now would need to upgrade to the 12. But I can't do that right now. I just don't want to do that right now because I want to save my points. So we're going to cancel that. Although, well, that might have been worth hanging on to now that I think about it, but it's done. Because it's not a bad thing to then head up there, because yes, I can just, you know, I'd have to buy some other platforms. And at this point, I'm like hanging on to contracts anyway. Alright, so the trick is going to be, now he needs to move. This one's going to come through to Eindhoven. This one goes around. So I could bring this one to platform 2. So I think I'd be alright. And we'll have to see how this all plays out, because this is kind of that dead zone where there's just not a lot. There's going to be something coming in Heerlen in a little bit. Now where does he go? So he goes to Eindhoven 3. which again is fine because I can just have this train hang out at platform 2 for a while, I think, because that one will come around and need it. But yeah, I think I can just let him go when the time comes. Or can I? Wait a minute. 2141, 104, 303. Wow. Maybe not. Because I need to get him back. I got 20 minutes to get him back. But I think this thing's going to be a challenge otherwise. Because what's going to happen is... well, what's going to happen is we're going to have a bit of a mess. Because this one's going to come around, and then that's where I normally use 2. So see, he's going to need to go. Like, my challenge here again is... let's see. Because, yeah, that's 8,000. Like, I don't have enough. Well, do I? I mean, I probably need to figure something out here. But the challenge ends up being... like, I can do that, but then I don't know that I can do... oh, no, I can. Alright, then, let's see. Because if I go back here... so I'm slowing this down on purpose. So I can run him through there, and then that allows me to run him through there. And then this one can wait, but then at least I have a passing route. So that will work. We're going to have other trains coming. Oy, there's just a lot going on here. So he needs to come through to here. Alright, and now this one needs to go through to there. And hopefully that will work. It's just a speed thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, so he needs to go to Roosendahl 1. He's coming out on Venlo 1. And going up and around. So he's going up here. This one needs to go to Haarlem in 45 seconds. Yeesh. I might have a bit of a traffic jam here. I do. This one's not out of the tunnel yet. Darn it. Ugh. Alright, now he's coming back. So he's going here. What's happening here? What? How did that already happen? Boy, oh boy. Alright. Well, I can't do much other than wait, but I think I'm basically screwed this train, which probably then screws the next train. Because now I need to go... like, this is just not working well. I'm trying to get these freight points, and I think I will, but... I think I will. I mean, I may end up blowing this whole thing. You know what? I'm gonna send him, because at this point, I think I've like blown so many things. Like these freights have just destroyed my timetable for my commuter trains. So this... alright, he's going here. So that's alright. And now I need him to just go through to the... oh boy, is that gonna work? Oh my god, this is just like totally blowing things up. Alright, how long is he waiting? 15 seconds. Because I need to bring the other one in. Because at this point, at the speed he's traveling, he's not going to clear the other platform. So I need to send him to 1. Alright. So I need to send him to 1. still can't. Wow. I'm going to lose 2 of those trains. So, okay, this one comes in here. Now, this one can go... Oh, goodness, this one could go to Heerlen. Darn it. I was able to have that gone a long time ago. I screwed that up. This one's going to Eindhoven. Either way, I mean, I think they were all doomed. And then this one's doomed. So, alright, I got the freight point. This one's going through to, you know what, I'm gonna change this here. I'm gonna change which one? I think I ultimately want to change Heerlen, but I'm half tempted. Yeah, we'll put it on Roosendaal. And then I'll back off a bit. Oy, this... I got my freight, but I blew everything else, is basically what ended up happening. So this goes here. So, again, those signals are great because they change what you need. See, because, like, now I need to wait for this thing to clear. And it's supposed to be in Eindhoven in 2152, and it's just not going to happen. Alright, so this goes through to here. So he's a delay of 4 minutes. Like, yeah, I think I'm just losing money left and right at this point. It's just a mess. So this is the Fall Apart episode. Welcome. Oof. And that's the challenge when you don't have, like, a lot of options. He might be okay. He might actually make it on time, which is a little spooky to think that I might still save that one. No, he's delayed 3 minutes, so never mind. I guess that red probably should have clued me in, right? Alright, now you're going here, and then... So yeah, that's the thing. I want to change this one as well. Right now I don't have any points to do another, but that gets me a good amount of auto signals. 22 minutes. Hoy, what a disaster. Alright, Venlo 1 will be... Oh goodness, what am I doing? You're going to Venlo 1. You're going here. And then you're turning around. I am just so messed up. So I think this one's going to give us points, finally. Now you're going back. So he's going here and here. Nope, we didn't get those either. We got money, but that was it. Alright. So they're coming here, going to Eindhoven. So the nice thing is, again, we're getting a few, like, it's not clearing that other label. So there's a bit of a mess up there. I'm assuming they'll get that fixed at some point, but it's not now. Alright, so this is Venlo to Roosendaal. Okay, so this one's actually easy. So let me see. Okay, he's going there, he's coming back. So I think this actually makes sense to pull it this time. So I'm going to bring that one in, and that's going to... What's happening? Oh, okay. I'm like, what is going on? But it was alright. So he's leaving in 5 seconds. The other one's passing, so there will be a little bit of a delay, but I've basically got to get him to Roosendaal in 27 minutes. Then he's going to sit, and then he'll just leave. But those are the easiest kind of freights because they don't do much. So there's this delay here, but then basically what I can do is run him here, and so he'll be able to do that while this train is waiting. And it should be fine. Okay, this one's going back to 2. And there we go. So that worked better, thank goodness. And then going back to 1. And we're getting close. And then basically, I just need to run this. I'm going to put him on 2. And that will work there. Whoops, no. This goes there. Because it's the freight, so he's literally just passing. Alright. And then we've got Maastricht coming in here. And they're coming up to... Well, let's put them on the track. So they should be fine. I'm going to go ahead, again, flip this, so that will get me there, and I need to put him on Eindhoven 3, and then I don't have to play with any of the signals. All is well. Do I have another contract? Or is that the same one? This is confusing me. Yeah, this must be another one, which is fine, but I have to clear things up, which in 10 minutes or so I will, but that won't happen in this iteration. Alright, so what I'm hoping is I can now... So he's got to go through to Roosendaal. So he goes here, and then he's going to 1, because that's where my commuter trains go. So Heerlen's going to come in a bit, but, well, not for 10 minutes, so there we go. So they are through. This one can now begin its journey back. Like, this should be cleaner. Whoops. No, okay, so I'm going to wait on this. So this one has to go back to 3. Yeah, alright. I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but that'll work. Because my thing is, like, if I send him, like, I can send him through now, and then he can move instead of waiting for him to clear the tunnel. Which is what I'm trying to do, so that, again, I don't create another bottleneck. Because this Heerlen one coming through in a bit is going to be a problem, too. So, like, now I can send him through to there. Let's make sure, because the Heerlen one, yeah, it goes to 3, so 2 would be clear then. So that'll work. What? Alright. So I want to get this freight delivered, basically. Oh, he was late somehow? What happened? I am so confused. Alright, so I didn't get any points there. And then at this point we can go here. And then I'll just send him out that way. Alright, the good news is, like, we're clear. So I'm going to put another auto signal here. So we're getting the major parts of our network updated. I don't have any up there, which would be helpful, but a little bit at a time. So, alright, he's going here, but then the nice thing is, like, then I don't have to worry about this switch here. I know we're getting kind of close to time, but as I said, I want to get my point, so I've got my point. And then, what have we got? Nothing coming till 35. So if I go here now, and now I want to do that, and upgrade my routing queue. So that will let me do things, and then eventually we get to the craziness with the automated stuff. And some of these advanced sensors are brand new. I've never tried them. They've been in later releases. But you can see we need lots and lots of experience. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap. We've made the progress we wanted, but we did it at terrible detriment to our success ratio and so forth. Like, we had so many contracts, we were delayed on commuters and so forth. So if I've learned anything, I still don't have enough flexibility in my system. Like, maybe what I need to do is get another platform into Eindhoven, and maybe that will give me some flexibility to let a freight sit there for a bit while I clear things out and then move it. And that might make sense. I'm not sure yet, but I'll worry about that at a later date. But at this point, we're done. So I'll see you next time.